At Minuteman Press, we can handle all of your design, print, and promotional needs. But did you know that we can print on so much more than just paper? We can help you with your outdoor advertising, such as posters and banners, even lawn signs and flags. We'll make sure all of your employees are dressed in custom branded apparel. Promotional items are a great way to keep your name in front of customers and attract new ones. Did you know that 89% of consumers can recall the advertiser of a promotional product they had received over the past 2 years? At Minuteman Press, we have the expertise to handle your entire direct mail campaign. Why direct mail? Because 65% of consumers have made a purchase because of direct mail advertising, and 39% have tried a business for the first time as a result of direct mail. So we will show you the best way to generate results for your marketing and advertising campaigns. At Minuteman Press, we design, print, and promote you. Contact us today to find out how we can help your business.
How many things in your house connect to the internet? Let's see. Computers, smartphones, gaming console, maybe your appliances and lights. They say that by the year 2020, the average home will have 5 devices for every one person. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to be average. We're going to need much better internet.
Midco Gig is here. Life changing.
Let's be real. You want views. You love windows. You need space. You hate commuting. We understand the wishes you have for your new home. That's why First Bank & Trust is here with local mortgage lenders to make your loan process easier. We work hard to keep things on track so you close on time. Plus, we're big enough to offer competitive rates. We're also small enough to know your neighborhood. Hey, we might even know your neighbors. First Bank & Trust. Real banking, real easy. Let's be real. You make things. You grow things. You do things. You want things. And that's where we come in. We're First Bank & Trust, a community bank that understands the unique needs of our community and the people who make it great. First Bank and Trust is just the right size to make big things possible, while making sure the small things never feel that way. First Bank and Trust. Real banking, real easy.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Princeton Insurance Agency in Princeton if auto owners make sense for you.
Oh, now you do your job.
At Minuteman Press, we can handle all of your design, print, and promotional needs. But did you know that we can print on so much more than just paper? We can help you with your outdoor advertising, such as posters and banners, even lawn signs and flags. We'll make sure all of your employees are dressed in custom branded apparel. Promotional items are a great way to keep your name in front of customers and attract new ones. Did you know that 89% of consumers can recall the advertiser of a promotional product they had received over the past 2 years? At Minuteman Press, we have the expertise to handle your entire direct mail campaign. Why direct mail? Because 65% of consumers have made a purchase because of direct mail advertising, and 39% have tried a business for the first time as a result of direct mail. So we will show you the best way to generate results for your marketing and advertising campaigns. At Minuteman Press, we design, print, and promote you. Contact us today to find out how we can help your business.
How many things in your house connect to the internet? Let's see. Computers, smartphones, gaming console, maybe your appliances and lights. They say that by the year 2020, the average home will have 5 devices for every one person. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to be average. We're going to need much better internet.
Midco Gig is here. Life changing.
Let's be real. You want views. You love windows. You need space. You hate commuting. We understand the wishes you have for your new home. That's why First Bank & Trust is here with local mortgage lenders to make your loan process easier. We work hard to keep things on track so you close on time. Plus, we're big enough to offer competitive rates. We're also small enough to know your neighborhood. Hey, we might even know your neighbors. First Bank & Trust. Real banking, real easy. Let's be real. You make things. You grow things. You do things. You want things. And that's where we come in. We're First Bank & Trust, a community bank that understands the unique needs of our community and the people who make it great. First Bank & Trust is just the right size to make big things possible while making sure the small things never feel that way. First Bank & Trust. Real banking, real easy.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Princeton Insurance Agency in Princeton if auto owners make sense for you.
Oh, now you do your job.
At Minuteman Press, we can handle all of your design, print, and promotional needs. But did you know that we can print on so much more than just paper? We can help you with your outdoor advertising, such as posters and banners, even lawn signs and flags. We'll make sure all of your employees are dressed in custom branded apparel. Promotional items are a great way to keep your name in front of customers and attract new ones. Did you know that 89% of consumers can recall the advertiser of a promotional product they had received over the past 2 years? At Minuteman Press, we have the expertise to handle your entire direct mail campaign. Why direct mail? Because 65% of consumers have made a purchase because of direct mail advertising, and 39% have tried a business for the first time as a result of direct mail. So we will show you the best way to generate results for your marketing and advertising campaigns. At Minuteman Press, we design, print, and promote you. Contact us today to find out how we can help your business.
Good evening. Hello, my name is Mr. Pham. I am the band director at Princeton Middle School, along with Tim Smith, who is doing the not as fun part, getting second hour ready. Up here, we have the first hour sixth grade band. Now, if you have students in the band program and are wondering why we split up our sixth grade bands this year, is because this is the biggest sixth grade band ever, at least in my time here. This is 160 students total in the sixth grade band. If you want to compare that to last year was my biggest band ever, and that was 113. So we've got, quick math, 47 extra students, so we can't fit them on stage. Good problems to have, that's why we split them up. This band up here is comprised of about 50 students that do band and choir, I'll talk about that later, and about 30 students that are here every single day. This is going to be a little bit of a different type of concert. When you look at the program, you see a lot of different pieces. You see instrument features. Every instrument's going to stand up on their own, play a couple songs. There'll even be solos today. At the end, we'll all come together and play a piece of music. The goal today is to show the musical journey of what sixth grade band is really like. It's a weird thing. Band, we get them. I show up at the intermediate school in the spring. I say, hey, here's a bunch of instruments. Pick one. They pick one. In August, they show up. We give them an instrument, and then we say, in 2 months, you got to be on stage and you got to play, which is a weird thing. But we're going to show you step by step what does 2 months in band really look like. And we'll start with our first success, which is literally weeks of playing one note for 4 beats, 4 times at the same time. Takes us weeks. We're going to demonstrate it to you right now. Ready? I'm not joking, that takes weeks to do. When we talk about what they have to think about when they play an instrument, they have to think about their posture, they got to think about their breath, what is their mouth doing, what are their fingers doing, how do I read music, what's a whole note, what's a half note. All of that stuff is going through their brains, and it takes a while to get there. Now let's hear it if we have 3 notes. So after we learn 1, we add 3 notes. We go from whole notes to half notes, so the notes get a little bit faster. And then after that, we switch things up a little bit. We'll do a duet for you. Same rhythm, everyone has the same rhythm, but we'll switch up the notes on you. And I haven't told them how I'm going to split up groups. There's an A part and a B part. And today, let's do, if you're a woodwind player, you're going to play A. If you're a brass and perc player, you're going to play B. And we're going to do it 2 times a switch. I talked about this a little bit earlier, but up on stage, we have the first hour class. About 50 of them alternate every other day, and of those 50, most of them alternate with choir. At Princeton Middle School, I am super proud to say that we are a sort of a rarity in Minnesota where we have music every single day, we have Phi-Ed every single day, and not only that, you get to do band and choir if you like. So I always look at those band choir students. It's not an easy thing to do to be half-time choir, halftime band, learn an instrument, try to survive middle school. Not an easy thing, it pays off in the long term. Those become some of our best musicians. So I always look at those students, and those students I think are getting, you know, the whole experience and getting the most out of what I think Princeton Middle School has to offer. So I'm excited to watch that concert on Thursday, that choir concert. If you look up on stage, we've got tenor saxophones and trombones. They're gonna play Cuckoo for you as their little feature. Here we go. The next feature we have the trumpets on this side, brass instrument. They have 3 buttons. You've probably seen them before. And all the way over here, we have a French horn. It's like a trumpet, but they twist it up and makes it a lot harder. But we've got a great student on that. They're going to play a recorder favorite, Hot Cross Buns. Now, if you're looking on the back of your program, you see a couple weird symbols by a couple students' names. Some of them are our students of the month. Those are band students of the month only. Me and Mr. Smith, we go through, we pick 4 awesome students that are doing a great job in representing not only how to be a good student in band, but also a student outside of band. You'll also see a bunch of people with little symbols that talk about the ribbons, and you can see some of these ribbons up here. This is a new thing to Princeton Middle School, so if you're a Princeton Middle School alum, we didn't do this in 6th grade. Mr. Smith, who's a new addition to our middle school team, who taught 22 years at Zimmerman High School. He saw the light, came to a better school. But one thing he did bring was the ribbon program, and this thing created the most advanced students up to this point they've ever had. Basically, students go home or play in front of Mr. Smith live these different pieces, these different benchmarks in the book, and then Mr. Smith grades them and says, yep, you deserve it, here's a gold star, and then once they complete a certain amount, they get a red ribbon, and then a white ribbon, and then a blue ribbon, and then a green ribbon, and there's more ribbons after that. So I'm just going to call out the names of students that got ribbons. Save your applause for the end. Nora, stand up. Michaela, Golden, Kenley, Tegan, Sam, Abigail, Josiah, Owen, Gabe, Anna, Sebi, Santino, Hayes, Talon, Allie, Branson, Cade, Libby, Isaac, Adrena. Now stay standing if you've completed your red and white ribbon. Stay standing if you've completed your red, white, and blue ribbon. And stay standing if you've completed your red, white, blue, and green ribbon. So we've got some overachievers here. All ribbon people stand up. Give these people a round of applause. Awesome job. I always tell students that you can get as good as you want. I'm not going to cap how good you get at your instrument. But these students actually take that to heart, and put in the time, do the extra work. The ribbon program isn't graded. It's all extra stuff that these students want to do. So really proud of those students that completed that. And I'm sure there's going to be a ton more after this concert. We are going to play the first song, the first benchmark of the ribbon program in the book. We have the alto saxophones. They're going to be playing Go Alt Tell on Rhodie. That's the instrument I picked in 6th grade. I'm not biased, but I like the saxophone a lot. They're doing an awesome job. They don't even need me conducting. Up next, we have our clarinet players, which is like advanced recorder, and then oboe, which is like advanced recorder. Thank you, Miss Ryan. They don't get here and sound this good without her help, and Miss Moore's help. So we switched things up in band, and we're going to play the next one for you, Little Robin. We're going to play it 4 different times. First time, just going to be regular. Second time, we're going to switch it up a little bit. We'll break up maybe into groups. And the third and fourth time, we're going to do a little bit of solos. So we're going to go right through all of those. I hope you enjoy. wonderful flute section playing Good King Wenceslas. And our last feature of the night is our percussion section in the back. Percussion sections are not just the master of one instrument, they're a master of all the instruments back there. If you're in the balcony, you can see them all, but it's a lot. And they are going to play Itsy Bitsy Spider. The last thing we are going to play in the book for you, and then we've got one song after that, is a piece called A La Rueda, and the intention of this piece for me is at this point in time, students should know 5 notes. They should know how to read whole notes. They should know how to read half notes. They should know how to read quarter notes. They know how to read rests. I have not gone through any rhythms with them. I have not gone through any notes. We've played it a couple of times, but I haven't really dove deep and given the answers. Music is like reading a language, and they're trying to learn this language, and the goal is that eventually they can get a piece of music, and they can read it without me having to say anything. So that's an example of this. Here we go. We've got one more piece of music for you. They learn how to play all these notes, they learn how to play all these rhythms, but so far we've been playing everything out of the book. It's all the same music. But eventually in band we give them pieces of music, and the flute part is different than the clarinet part, and the clarinet's different than the trumpet part, and the trumpet part is different than the trombone part, and they gotta put it all together. Now before we play this last piece of music, got a couple thank yous. Thank you to the 6th grade middle school staff. We've got amazing staff at the middle school that gave us the flexibility to bring students to the high school, do our dress rehearsal here, and come back when it interrupts their class just a little bit. They're so supportive. Thank you to the administration team at the middle school. Without them, we don't have a class. Without their support, we don't have a class of 166 graders. We don't have a Tim Smith who's over here working on lessons. Along with that, the K-12 music staff. Just like I said before, they don't get this good because of me or Mr. Smith. It's because of the work that Julie Moore does at the primary school and Sarah Ryan does at the intermediate school, and they give us some awesome students, and then we do what we can to get them up here. We have an amazing middle school staff, Mimi Meidel, the choir director. You're going to see them on Thursday. Tim Smith, who does all the 6th grade band lessons, brings the ribbon program. He's been doing a wonderful job at the middle school. And then obviously our high school staff, their future teachers, Charlie Moe and Jim Baxter. Thank you to all of you. I think, again, we don't have 160 students without supportive parents. Whether you're that parent that always knew your kid's gonna be a band kid because you play percussion, you're like, my kid's gonna be in band, or whether you're that parent that's like, this guy showed up in spring, and he told my student to play flute, and now I guess we're getting a flute. No matter where you are, thank you so much. It takes a really supportive parent to have a great program like this, and there's an investment into it. There's a little bit of headache if your student's practicing at home, a little ear trauma, but I promise it gets better. Thank you to these students. This is a wonderful group. I talked to all the 6th grade teachers, and they have only said good things about this group. So I'm so excited to show the progress that they make in the winter and the spring. Thank you so much for being here. We have another concert right after this, so feel free to stick around. If you don't stick around, if you could please hurry out in the nicest way possible so we can get the next audience in. Stop at Dairy Queen, then go home. They deserve it. Everybody, our last piece is called Power Rock. It is a mix of We Will Rock You and another one, Bites the Dust, by an indie band called Queen. We hope you enjoy.
right, folks, we've got a nice problem here. We're running a little behind because we have such great attendance. So if we could find our seats as quickly as possible, if you are on the end and see blank seats in between you, if you could squeeze in so that we can fit everybody, make sure we have a spot. We're going to get our performers out in just a moment. And so thank you for coming, and we will see our stars here in just a moment.
Hello, my name is Mr. Pham. I'm the band director at Princeton Middle School along with Tim Smith. Sorry for starting 10 minutes late. I've never seen this many people here, which is amazing. If you are wondering why we have two sixth grade concerts, because this is the biggest class of sixth grade band students I've ever seen. Combined, if we combined them, there would be 160 students on stage. That's roughly 70% of the sixth grade class is in band, which is amazing. Give it a round of applause for that. Now today, if you were here last hour, you're gonna hear the same stuff. If you've been to a sixth grade band concert before here at Princeton Middle School, this one's gonna be a little bit different. If you look at your piece of paper, you can see that there is a bunch of different songs. They're short. There's also a bunch of features. Every student will stand up at some point and play a piece with their section. There'll even be a little bit of soloists. At the end of the day, we've got two amazing pieces putting it all together, so this is going to be a good one. Now, the goal of this concert is to show the musical journey of a middle schooler in sixth grade. I show up in the spring, and I say, hey, you should play flute, you should play trombone. They pick an instrument, I give them an instrument in August, and then we say you got to be on stage in 2 months. And we've reached that day, which is exciting. It all starts with literally just playing one note, the same note, 4 times in a row. It's harder than it sounds. We're going to demonstrate that for you. This is weeks of work right here. It sounds simple, but that is not easy to do. That takes a lot of practice. That takes a lot of time. That's our first couple of weeks. Then we take that, we add 3 notes, we make the notes a little bit faster, and we get something that sounds like this. Thank you. And then we say, you know what, that's a little too easy. We're going to do a duet. Same 3 notes, but we're going to put them in 2 different groups. There's going to be an A part and a B part. And they don't even know how I'm going to split up the groups. I'll even do it different than last concert. Let's say this side is A, this side is B. We're going to play this 2 times through. We're going to switch groups in the middle, right? Again, like I said, every single group up here will be standing up, performing a piece on their own. This is a scary thing to do in 6th grade, but these 6th graders have been rocking it. We have our tenor saxophones and our trombones. We have the most trombones I've ever seen in my life. We have 40 trombones in both 6th grade bands. It's just way too many, but it's awesome. It's a good problem to have. 40. Gee. Next group we have standing up is our amazing trumpet section. They're going to play a recorder favorite, but with a slightly cooler instrument, trumpet. Hot cross buns, that's what I meant to say. Hot cross buns. Now, if you look at the back of your program, you're going to see symbols around some students' names. Now, it's not completely updated because some students have been working hard to get the ribbon work in before this concert, which is exciting. This is new to Princeton. If you are a Princeton middle school alum, we haven't done this in the past. Tim Smith, who is a new member of our middle school team, he teaches 6th grade and 7th grade band lessons. He taught 22 years at Zimmerman High School, and I think a couple years at Elk River. He has a lot of experience, and this is something he brought to our school. Students go home. This is an ungraded thing. This is all on their own. They decide to do it. It's not a part of their grade. They have to play these different pieces, and they have to pass. Mr. Smith either grades them online or has them play them in person. If they pass, they get a gold star. And once they reach a certain amount of checkpoints or pieces, they get a ribbon. The red ribbon's level 1, the white ribbon is level 2, blue ribbon is level 3, green ribbon is level 4. I don't know the other colors after that, but right now we are going to recognize all the students that got ribbons. So please save your applause to the end. Ellie Gatewood, stand up. Madison, Levi, Ava, Lucy, Landon, Dominic, Jaredon, Grayson, Addie, Jack, Levi, Miley, Jaron, Leaf, Rebecca, Gerald, William, Desi, Logan. Awesome. Am I missing anybody? Oh, I think that's it. Please stay standing if you've completed both your red and white ribbon. Stay standing if you've completed your red, white, and blue ribbon. And if you've completed your red, white, blue, and green, stay standing. All ribbon people stand up. Give them a round of applause. Overachievers. Again, I tell all of my students, you can get as good as you want in band. I'm not going to tell you to stop. Just keep getting better. And these students actually take that to heart and are doing that extra work at home, which is really, really, really exciting. I have the most advanced students I've ever had in 6th grade band this year because of this. We're going to play the first check mark, the first piece you have to complete for the ribbon program. Next group we have up here is the alto saxophone section. They've been rocking it. They don't even need my help conducting. They are playing Go Tell on Rhodie. Next, we have the clarinet section playing Merrily We Rolled Along, which is also titled something else. I'll let you figure that out. Here we go. Number 22, Little Robin in your program. We're actually going to play 4 times. Save your applause for the end. The first time we're going to play regular. Second time we're going to switch things up. We're going to have the woodwinds play for a little bit, and then the brass and perk play for a little bit, and then we'll have 4 soloists. Save your applause for the end. This is a good one. Next up, we have our wonderful flute section playing Good King Wenceslas. Our last feature of the night, last but not least, we have our percussion section back there. If you're in the top rows, you can see all the instruments. Percussion have to learn every single instrument in the back there, whether it's timpani, snare drum, bass drum, mallet instruments. They have a lot to learn, and they're going to play Itsy Bitsy Spider for you. Here we go. Piece we're going to play for you in the book, A La Rueda. I have intentionally not shown them really how to play it. I haven't sang it to them. I haven't clapped the rhythm for them. I haven't told them the fingerings. At this point, they should know 5 notes. They should know how to read quarter notes, half notes, whole notes. And music is like reading the language. At this point in time, the goal is that they're able to look at something and read it without me giving them the answers. So let's see how this one goes. A La Rueda. So now at this point, we've been playing only things in the book, and they are all the same. They're all playing the same notes. They're all playing the same rhythms. Now, the fun part about band is when we get real music in their hands, we put them in front of them, and the flutes have a different part than the clarinets, and the clarinets have a different part than the trombones. The trombones have a different part than the trumpets. We've got two amazing pieces for you. The first one is my personal favorite, written from my predecessor. I think it says the greatest band song ever, Popcorn Prelude. You are going to see why. If you are a Princeton Middle School alum, you may or may not have played this one. If I was your band teacher, you definitely played this one. So here we go. Popcorn Prelude. That is the best band piece ever. We have one more piece for you before I go. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We got a lot of thank yous. Thank you to the middle school staff for being awesome supporters of our band program, even letting us mess up their classes even a little bit today to get them to the high school to do a dress rehearsal and then go back to class. Thank you to our Princeton admin team that support our program and the music program here at the middle school. Without them and their support, we don't have a Tim Smith here. We don't have 160 students in our 6th grade band program. So they're really crucial to that. Thank you to Miss Moore and Miss Ryan at the intermediate and primary school. Without them, they don't sound this good, honestly. They do a lot of the work for us, and then we get here, and we get to just take them where they are and get them to this spot. The helpers, Mr. Baxter's here, who's helping us out. Their future band teacher, Mr. Moe, the high school choir director. Thank you to all of you for being here. Without awesome parents, we don't really have a good program. We have an amazing program because you guys in the community, the Princeton community, really support what we do here. So thank you so much for letting them try this out, because you never know where band will take you. I went to the concert yesterday, and if you were there, you get to see what this is. This is a 6 through 12 program. So it's really a 7-year build, and you get to go and look at those seniors that are really achieving at the high school. And it all started here, sitting down, playing Popcorn Prelude in the fall of their 6th grade year, which is really exciting. This is an amazing group, super proud of them. Every 6th grade teacher raves about this class in particular. So they are awesome students. I can't wait to share what they do in the winter and spring. We've got one more piece for you. This is Power Rock, which is a mix of We Will Rock You and Another One Bites the Dust by an indie band called Queen. Here we go. Thank you so much. We're a little behind schedule, so you can either stay for the 7th grade concert or in the nicest way possible, please hurry out of the auditorium because we've got our 7th grade concert happening at 7:10. Bring them to Dairy Queen and then home, or McDonald's and then home. They deserve it. Thank you so much.
band students are so excited to share our music with family and friends. We are also excited to introduce a new member of the Princeton music team, Tim Smith. Mr. Smith was the band director at Zimmerman High School for 22 years and now teaches 6th grade and 7th grade band lessons at Princeton Middle School. Our first piece of music is an original piece by Mr. Smith titled El Conquistador. We hope you enjoy.
Thank you. My name is Grace, and I play the alto saxophone. Our next piece of music is a three-piece suite titled Midnight Suite by Brian Balmages. The first piece of music, Midnight Mission, is about a late-night adventure in which people are heard sneaking around in search of their mission objective. The next piece is Midnight Sky. Midnight Sky is a beautiful, slow piece of music that pictures a quiet moment under the stars. We then end with Midnight Madness, which is about a peaceful night that turns out to be not so peaceful. There will be a brief pause between each piece. We ask that you hold your applause till the end of the last piece of music. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy the Midnight Suite.
Thank you. My name is Spencer, and I play the trombone. Our last piece of music is titled The 10th Planet by Michael Story. You can most likely remember a time when we had 9 planets in our solar system. This piece imagines a huge, icy, mystery planet beyond the dwarf planet of Pluto. It begins with a slow, lyrical section led by the flutes, but quickly builds with intensity. Before this last piece, we band students would like to thank you for coming. It is so fun to perform with family and friends. Now, here's Mr. Pham with a few more thank yous.
Thank you so much, Rhodie. I'm Mr. Pham. I'm one of the band directors at Princeton Middle School, along with Tim Smith. Tim Smith is doing the fun part, which is corralling 8th grade. That's a joke. I'm doing the way more fun part. There's so many people to thank. These students don't sound like this and get here by themselves. I want to thank the 7th grade staff for being flexible with our dress rehearsals and supporting our band program. No matter what they are, they're always doing an awesome job. Thank you to our administration at the middle school. Again, we don't have a Tim Smith. We don't have the support we have without their support in the band program. Also, exciting thing, half of you know, 7W, half of them went to the Guthrie today, and we had to go, that got scheduled on the same day as the concert, and our incredible admin was able to flip the entire schedule around. 7th grade was able to be flexible, flip everything around, so they could be here today, sound this good, practice on stage. So students went straight from Minneapolis to the high school, then back to the middle school, which is pretty incredible. It's great to have admin that don't just say no to that kind of stuff and say, we can work something out and problem solve, and that's an amazing part about being at Princeton Middle School. Thank you to our K-12 music staff. Again, they don't get here without Julie Moore at the primary school and Miss Ryan at the intermediate school. We've got an amazing middle school staff with Mimi Meidel, a mentor of mine since I've gotten to Princeton Middle School. Our new addition, Tim Smith, who's jumped into that role and teaches 7th grade lessons here, is doing a wonderful job. One story about Tim Smith, he is so much more handy than me. I can screw in a light bulb at home, and that's a little tough for me, or the smoke detectors. If they keep beeping, I just let them keep beeping. Things like that, or I just rip them out. We have one student over here, Noah, he has a broken collarbone. Noah, stand up. Mr. Smith, I was like, he can't hold a trumpet. Can you make something? Can someone pick that up? Mr. Smith, the next day, made this apparatus so Noah can play trumpet at the concert. So give Tim Smith a round of applause for that. Can do that. That's awesome. Thank you to our high school music staff, Jim Baxter, Charlie Moe. Thank you to all of you for being wonderful supporters of these students up here. Again, 7th grade band comes with a little bit more responsibility sometimes. There's more concerts. There's jazz band. Some of you are dropping them off on Fridays or Tuesdays for jazz band, which is exciting. There's just more happening, and you guys are awesome. We don't have a great band program here without great parents that support what we do. Lastly, let me talk about these students for a little bit. I absolutely love this 7th grade band. They're so much fun. I always say I have the best job in the middle school because I get to see these students every single day for 3 years of their lives. Then they go off to the high school. 6th grade, not gonna lie, they're sometimes strange. They just come up to me and say, hi, Mr. Pham, they just stand there, and then I have to talk to them. 7th grade is really where I get to know them a little bit. They actually, I get to go to their sports, I get to see them interact with their friends. They come out of their show a little bit more, and it's been wonderful finally getting to know these students on a different level. They're really, really, really fun. And they sound great. This is the best I felt about a 7th grade band in a long time. So, super proud of these students. We've got one more piece for you. Thank you so much for being here. We hope you enjoy. Have a safe drive home. Thank you.
Good evening and welcome to the Princeton Middle School Fall Band Concert. My name is Hayden and I play the euphonium. Thank you all for being here. It is so special to perform for our family and friends. That first piece of music was Afterburn by Randall Strandage. Our next piece of music is The Water is Wide, arranged by Adam Swearingen. The Water is Wide is also known as O Wally Wally and is an English folk song dating back to the 1600s. It's a very lyrical piece of music and shows off our versatility as a band. We hope you enjoy.
piece of music is A Builder's Dream by Adrian Sims. Adrian Sims was inspired by the beautiful buildings and city landscapes of the 21st century. A Builder's Dream evokes the scenery of a construction site building a marvelous skyscraper. This is an 8th grade band fan favorite. We hope you enjoy.
Bryce, and I play the euphonium. Our last piece of music is Dr. Rockenstein by Steve Hodges. This piece takes the spooky parts of music like Call of the Mountain King and puts a rock beat behind it. The drum set will be played by Carson Pruitt. Before this last piece, we band students would like to thank you all for coming. It is so fun to perform for family and friends, and we can't wait to see you all at our next performance. Now, you might want to cover your ears because I'm giving the microphone to Mr. Pham.
I might send him to you, Mr. Bacher, after this, just so you know. I'm just kidding. Hi, my name is Mr. Pham. I'm one of the band directors here at Princeton Middle School, along with Tim Smith, who does 7th and 6th grade lessons, but occasionally helps out with this band as well, does a lot of their individual lessons. We're so happy to have you here. This 8th grade band has come a long ways. I'll talk about them in a second. Before I do that, I have so many thank yous because they don't get up here and sound like this all on their own. I'd like to thank Palmer Bus for getting them here. I'd like to thank the 8th grade staff for being flexible. We had 2 events happening. There was a field trip. We had to flip the entire schedule around, so thank you to our admin team and all the middle school staff for making it worth it today, and switching the schedule around so that they could come to the high school and perform up on stage. Again, thank you to our admin team. Again, they support our band program. We are a growing program. These group of 8th graders are doing just a wonderful job up here. Thank you to all of you guys for coming up and supporting them in their musical journey. A little bit about this group. If you remember back, last year they had their first band concert here 1 year ago as 7th graders. And honestly, if I'm being honest with you, they're really like a 2nd, 6th grade band level. Cafeteria band, as you can imagine, wasn't great for band development, if you can guess. And that first concert had some mistakes in it. If you could think back, maybe I'll even share it with you so you can listen to it. And if you told me that that band 1 year from now would sound like this, I would say you're lying. It's the biggest growth I've ever seen in a band. It's a group of amazing students that have a lot of talent. Along with that, they're just awesome students in general. Really fun, a couple of strange ones in there, but for the most part, pretty good. Just a story about this band and their personality. The first week of school, there was a duck in my room, a rubber duck, and it was like a little high up on a speaker. And I didn't think much of it. I thought Mr. Smith did it. I thought maybe custodian did it. Didn't think much of it. Next week, there's another duck that shows up. And at this point in time, I don't know how many ducks are in my room. I don't know. There's a lot. There's ducks everywhere. Ducks where they probably shouldn't be. On top of shelves there shouldn't be. I'm pretty sure in 8th grade, does that 8th grader want to reveal themselves? There's a lot of copycat crime with this duck thing. They're pointing fingers. We won't share it. Maybe at the spring concert. But that's an example of how fun this group is to work with every single day. They truly are one of the bright spots of the day. I get to work with them. We get to create awesome music together, and I don't know, it's just such a joy. So we've got one more piece. This is a fun one, Dr. Rockenstein. Thank you so much for coming. Have a great rest of your day.